Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Spiritual Saints. If today is your first time of joining, I want to say thank you, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much. I wish that you and I'm encouraging you that you will go back to like, to subscribe, and to watch your previous episodes and do well to share them to others as this word blesses you. And if you are a returning subscriber, oh my goodness, thank you so much. Thank you so much. You are the G. Chop it. So I want to say thank you so much, and I really appreciate you, and I see all the good works. I see everything you're doing to like share to others. Thank you so much. I say God bless you. Yes, if you have a testimony, something that you're persuaded about, we talked about that earlier, that please make sure to send them and we'll do well to share them here. It's still the last week. We'll share them here on this platform of Spiritual Sense. If you have something that resonates with you and you want others to hear about a testimony or how this words been helping you, please do well to make sure you use the comment section and you send them here if you want others to hear about it, and so we communicate that. So let's get right into it. We are still in our series of God depending on you in this perilous time, in this end time. Can God truly depend on you? Can He depend on me? We started out with the story of the Rechabite family, where God asked Prophet Jeremiah, and it's time to go to the people of the Rechabites to invite them, and that's like so interesting. Invite them into the house of the Lord. Verse 2 says that go into the house of the Rechabite and speak unto them and bring them into the house of the Lord, into the chambers, and give them wine to drink. This was an invitation into the house of the Lord. When you send out invitation, you're more deliberate than ever. It's not something that you're not intentional. This is an intentional act of God. And so the first question that I have for you is that, can God use you as an instrument to display splendor? Can God, you know, go around to be centered about boasting about you, or asking people to come look at you as an example to follow? And so today it's majorly on that verse 2, the house versus the place versus the response. Now, what does it look like? I will go on there, as we already established that God indeed asked the prophet Jeremiah to invite him to the house of the Lord, to the Holy of Holies, to the highest chamber, to the place where, oh, this place is a sanctuary of God. Nothing can come out of this place that cannot be divine. Everything that comes out of here is divine. Everything that comes out of here is, as instructed of the Lord. And you cannot even reject. You cannot reject those things that come out of you. But look at their response. In verse 6, they said, we will drink no wine. We will drink no wine. For Jonadab, the son of Rechab, our father, commanded us, saying, ye shall drink no wine. Commanded us, saying, ye shall drink no wine. The place versus the response. Now, if you look at it critically, we're just trying to emphasize, I'm really, really trying to make us see by the help of the Holy Spirit that the place seemingly is a place where you would think that no, nothing that is said in this place should be discarded. You should believe it. You should not even question, no second thought about doing them. But the Rechabite were bold enough, without even liaising with one another, that no, our forefathers commanded us. They knew that very thing that has been commanded of them. They understood what it is. And that reminded me of what the proverb says, that the integrity of the righteous will guide them. When they are faced with challenges, it is what you already hold, what you have been following over time, that will guide you. And so you want to have the boldness to stand up in the times and in the days when your faith is being contended with. What you believe, when it becomes something that you truly have to answer for, there must have been a conviction. There must have been something that they understood about the word that was commanded of them. There was a knowledge that was established in them that they held on to tightly in their hearts, that they need no other person, even when they are called to the house of the Lord. Oh, yeah, it looks like it's a sanctuary. No, of course, it can only be God. I mean, it's only God that can say, come to my house and drink wine. So, if our forefathers, who is our forefathers compared to like a prophet? No, they had something that they held on to. And so, I'm just trying to make us see that deeply, if you don't have something that you are convinced about, if you don't have what you're holding on to, it will be very difficult to stand in the days when you are tested with them. When you are faced with the standard of the word, when you are faced with um, the standard of the word at the marketplace, in your school, with friends, at work, with families, with peers, and a lot of things like that, you must be able to genuinely hold to the conviction that you have. And that is what will stand you out and will help you. And so I like to ask a question of, is there something that you hold on to? Is there a standard that you live by? Is there something that comes whatever place that you are taken to test that which you carry? Will you stand? And if your answer is like, I'm not certain, I'm not sure, I like to encourage you to go back to the foundation. Go back to what you have received at the beginning. What is the rudiment of your salvation? What is the foundation of your salvation? Because you won't joke with that. As a matter of fact, if your answer is no, go right now to settle it. Right now to settle it. I know exactly what is that I've received from the place of the beginning. Because if you don't, when the time of test comes, it will be difficult to stand. On the next episode again, please do well to stay alive. Keep believing, keep growing. Shalom.